Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about things that I noticed in the US that I kind of forgot about while I've been living overseas for 2 years. So I'm actually going to get ready while we do this for the day, so you have something to look at and I have something to do with my hands. Before I get started though, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate it so much. Also, how have y'all been? Because January has been really hard for me. For some reason, Jake is always gone in January, so in short, I'm not doing great. But it's okay. We're gonna talk about things and get our mind off of it for at least like 10 minutes. Let's start getting ready. I'm gonna go in order by order that I wrote them down, meaning the order I noticed things. So first things first, neighborhoods are so strategically planned, and I don't know if that's like a Houston thing or a US thing, but I never really noticed how when you're in an airplane, this is the picture I took. When you're in an airplane, the neighborhoods are so strategically planned out. I know it's so weird to notice, but I just never really thought about it before. And now I notice it so much. It's so suburbia. Do y'all care about the products I'm using? I don't know. Let me know. If you do, I'll make another get ready with me in a month or so and I'll talk about it. Or I can just put it in a vlog or something. But next up on the list is that TikTok shop. Everyone complains about TikTok shop. And I was like, I'm confused because we don't have that here in Germany. So I'm really happy to be in Germany and not have to deal with TikTok shop all the time, because I took a screenshot. I don't know if I kept it because I kind of went through and filtered out some pictures the other day, but I took a screenshot, so hopefully I still have it, of the shop tab. So if you're in Germany and you don't have that, tell me if you do, because I feel like we don't have that here. So that was interesting to see. And also TikTok in the US has ads literally every 3 videos. I'm not looking forward to TikTok when I move back, which, by the way, if this is your first video watching, I've been living in Germany for over 3 years, over 3.5 years actually, and we could be moving back at some point this year. We don't know when. So that's the little background, but the amount of ads that they have is crazy, actually crazy. When I tell you it's literally every 3rd video is an ad, I'm not even joking with you. And it's commercial ads, not just sponsored videos. Obviously I have sponsored videos here, actual ad for companies and stuff. How weird. Can someone explain to me why that is? Why it's there and not here? A big one that I knew but I just kind of forgot about was food actually hurts to eat. My stomach just hurts so bad while we were there all the time. I was living off of Tums. It was that bad. Which we all know, food regulations are much stricter in Europe than they are in the US. It's kind of an obvious one, but something I wasn't really as prepared to deal with. Keep in mind, Jake wanted to eat at every single restaurant. He had a huge list. We need to go here and here and here, and then here and here and here. So basically I was full the whole time I was there and my stomach hurt so bad. Engagement rings are huge. Everyone has a massive ring compared to here, and I think that's obviously a cultural thing. Wow, it looks so good. But I just think about we talk about safety a lot in comparison from Germany to the US, but everyone's walking around with massive engagement rings on their hands. And it's not to say that I don't have an engagement ring. I have one too, but it's just so much more normal to have a ring on your finger when you're married that's huge diamond. And maybe it's a Texas thing. If you're watching this and you're from the US and you're not from Texas, please tell me if this is a Texas thing or any of these are Texas things, because I am from Texas and I went back to Texas obviously. So I was just so surprised. I don't know, I guess maybe it's just something I never really thought about while living there because it was just so normal for me growing up. But Americans have huge rings. I would say more than half of the people that are married have huge rings, which is interesting when you think about safety wise, carrying something on your hand that's really expensive, you know? It's just, I don't know, something I never thought about. Another thing that I never see here is abandoned cars. People will put cars places for sale, but it's not often that you see actual abandoned vehicles. We'd be driving on the highway. It's not like they were every 3 feet or something, but there were so many abandoned cars. It's just crazy to think about. On the highway, you're driving, and then on the side, which another thing, there are, what are those things called on the side? Pull-off roads? I don't know what you call them. But here on the Autobahn, you're not supposed to stop, and there's not really spaces to stop. But in the US, there's so many abandoned cars everywhere. It's crazy. Again, at least in Texas. Speaking of cars in the US are so loud. Again, I don't know if that's a Texas thing, but I just felt everywhere I was, I could hear a car driving by. And I made a TikTok or a little video about this. Maybe I'll insert it here if I can still find it. But just cars are so loud.
The air does feel dirty here.
Cars are so loud, and there's so many of them.
I don't know, I never really notice cars, and maybe it's because we live in like kind of a small town, so the only cars are really here, like the cars in our neighborhood, you could say. But being downtown and stuff, like you just don't really hear cars. I don't know. And everywhere I went, I just felt like there was trucks. For the 15th time, I'm from Texas, so obviously everything's bigger in Texas. Trucks are huge, twice my height, and I'm fairly tall. Crazy huge and so loud. It just blew my mind. I don't know. Obviously, I've seen this stuff growing up. It was all around me. But it's just things that you forget about. How are people driving around trucks that are that big? I don't understand. And so loud. Like, how do you not get tired of that? I don't know. We went to Buc-ee's and just like other stores like Target and stuff, and I just felt like the amount of plastic bags is a lot more there. Here, when you go somewhere, you don't really get bags to put your stuff in. You like have to either bring your bag or just like carry stuff out. So it was kind of weird. We went to Buc-ee's, and no hate to the person working there, obviously they're doing their job, but they're putting plastic bags inside of plastic bags. So it's just like so weird to me. A couple times it was weird to be like, oh, I don't need a bag, I'm so sorry. So not recycling feels really weird, and having so many plastic bags everywhere just felt so wrong now. I don't know. Charlie is awake and yelling at me, of course, and I'm not even close to being ready. Of course. Everyone is wearing workout clothes, even pajama pants everywhere. Both times I went to, well, how many times did I go to Target? Like 3 times, 4 times, I don't know. Every time I went, there was someone there with pajama pants on, which here people would freak out if they saw that. And then wearing workout clothes to restaurants and stuff. That is so normal in the US. Wearing workout clothes anywhere is normal in the US. Wearing workout clothes here, what are you doing? I wore leggings and a t-shirt after my workout to go get a car wash yesterday, and I just felt so weird. Everyone here wears real clothes everywhere, which I have come to love and appreciate. I really like getting ready for the day and like actually wearing real life clothes to go get groceries and be out. But it's just crazy to me in the US. It's just something I completely forgot about, that in the US people just wear what they're wearing to go anywhere and everywhere, even restaurants. I will say I was a little bit shocked by the amount of people wearing literal pajama pants places though. All right, the next one on my list is billboards. I know there are billboards here, but it's not nearly as common. Jake and I went to the University of Houston because that's where I went to school. And on the way there, at least right by the school, like downtown area in Houston, all of the billboards are like law firms, and there's 100 in like a mile. It was just so crazy to see. I know there are billboards here, but not to the same scale. And I was just shocked at how many got hurt or need, I don't know what the terms are. Basically for like accidents. So yeah, and the roads are massive. I mean, again, I'm from Houston, Texas, so obviously not everywhere in the US is like this, but I just felt like it was an excessive amount of billboards, and especially billboards all in the same category, all for accident lawyers right in downtown Houston. Crazy. We have a special guest for our last thing to chat about. See if she'll let me pick her up. Whoa! Ugh. Say hello! Say hello! Okay, so in the US, there is decision fatigue. Right, yeah, I know. Say, my name is Darlie. Hello, if you don't know me. She's so cute. Okay, she's been a pain. I never realized how stressful the US is when it comes to decision fatigue and just feeling like there's so many options for everything. I've always thought here, like when we move back, it'll be so exciting to have options. But being back for the about 2 weeks I was back, I just felt like there was so many decisions to make, so many options, that it was almost overwhelming. Right, Charlie? Yeah. So I feel like it's a very stressful environment. Some people enjoy that. I'm just someone that cannot make a decision about something, so it's like a lot harder for me to be in an environment like that. But yeah, that's everything that I noticed or forgot about from living in Germany for 2 years and not visiting the US. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if there's anything you would like to see from me in Germany while we're still here. I have no clue what our timeline is, so don't know how long I'll be here for, but let me know if there's anything you want to see. Follow me on Instagram or TikTok if you want to keep up with more updates, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!